morning, everyone. So, we have waited long enough. So, we'll start with the orientation classes now. This class is just a introductory session to make you familiar how the rest of the classes will be and how we'll be taking the classes through YouTube Live. So, this particular session is a public session, so don't be worried. The other sessions will be private sessions, because you people have provided us with your emails. So what we'll be doing is we will be adding your email IDs to the YouTube platform, live platform, and the sessions will be from now onwards private. So yeah, we'll go into the topics now. Thing is, all our classes will be most of the classes will be a system wise classes, means the system, for example the respiratory system or the renal system, will be dealing with the anatomy, physiology, pathology and medicine. In some case it will be surgery, OBG or dermat. So thing is, we will be taking system wise, not subject wise. So that is one thing you have to remember, and that is how the rest of the timetable is set up, as you have already seen. I hope you have gone through the timetable which we have provided for the 1 month, for the coming 1 month. So this is the format how we are going to take the classes. So other subjects in between, whenever we have time or else whenever there are slots available, we will be taking the other subjects which basically do not follow the system classification. That will be the FMT. So the first class will be on FMT, that will be starting next week. Then general subjects like general patho and general surgery, pediatrics. Some of the pediatric topics will be taken along with OBG, and the other ones will be dealt separately. Even some of the pediatric topics will be dealt in medicine portions also. Pediatric cardiology and respiratory system will be dealt accordingly. Then pharmacy, psychiatry, repertory, all the homeopathic subjects will be taken in between whenever the slots are available. That you will be let known. Okay. And the platform I have already mentioned, it will be through this platform, YouTube live platform. Individual messages and individual emails will be sent to you regarding the class, and the timing will be same, 7:30 or 8:30 till 8:30. It will be a 1 hour session every day or every other day preferably, and each topic or each chapter or each system will be taken topic wise, and at the end of each topic you will be getting 10-15 minutes, so that you will be able, all the doubts will be cleared in those 10 to 15 seconds, 15 minutes sessions. So YouTube live is this thing. In case we change the platform, we'll be letting you know, but most probably and throughout the sessions it will be conducted via the YouTube live. So doubt clearing sessions, as I've already mentioned, after each topic there will be a time given to clear the doubts. Whatever doubts you have or questions or anything you have, you can just mention in the chat box which is there in the YouTube live. We have in this particular session also there is a section called live chat, right? You can just click on it and type in your questions or anything. So what we'll do is we'll be reviewing all those doubts and we'll be clearing it by the end of the session. Okay, by the end of the session or by the end of each topic. Okay, for example, if respiratory physiology is being taken, by the end of the physiology topics, physiology of respiration, we will be discussing on that particular topic. Okay, or else in the end of each class we will be discussing about the doubts. In case this doubt is pertaining to that particular section of the topic, we will be clearing it now and then only. Okay, now the other things are question type. Now this is mainly exam oriented. The thing is, we all know, and you might have gone through the previous year question papers and everything from the past 5 years. You might have seen how the questions are made, right? Questions are being asked. Assertion reasoning or statement questions are maximum being asked. That is, the examiners want to assess your concepts, how you are able to grasp the topic and not only mugging up. So that is one thing. Then true or false questions are also being asked. Match the following question, that is comparatively easier. Then multiple answer question, single answer question, and case scenarios are not that much asked, but still some of the questions have been asked in the previous year. So I'll just give you an example. So this one is a statement question. This is a percept from the last year, that is not last year, this year, 2023 AIPGT exam. This is one of the question. So this is a statement type question, right? Two statements will be given. You have to choose which is the correct and which is the incorrect one. Options will be there, and you have to just click on the option. So this is one kind of question. This is the assertion reasoning question. This is another kind. So to answer these kind of question, you need to have a clear cut concept, otherwise you will be getting confused. So to have this, you have to read and get your basics correct. And the next one is another type. Here you see you have multiple questions, right? No, sorry, this is true or false kind of question. You have to choose the correct option. So this is another one. You might get confused in such cases, because most of the questions are twisted nowadays. There are no much of direct questions. Every question is twisted. So this is another one. Easiest to answer, match the following. If you know at least two of them, you might get the correct answer. So these questions will get you more marks, but still you can see over here, this one is a little elaborate kind of match the following. Previously what used to be there, it used to be one word match the following questions, but this one is a definition. This one is a particular definition of placentas, different kind of placentas, and features of different kind of placentas. So earlier it used to be in materia medica, that direct match the following question. Nowadays what is happening is they are giving a elaborate kind of thing. First of all, you have only 120 minutes to answer 120 questions, and over that, if such elaborate questions are being asked, if you don't know the answer, it will take up your time and it will be difficult. So to get used to these things, you have to keep on practicing MCQs more and more, and keep on updating your knowledge, and keep on doing different kinds of mock test if available. So that will be helpful in your answering these questions. Okay, so there is another kind. Multiple answers are possible over here. That is another one. This is the straight cut direct question. So in this multiple answer question, what happens is that if you're not sure, you might mistake, you might create, or some of the other blunders might be happening if you are not properly focused on these kind of questions. Okay, so it might seem very easy in the first view, but it might be a little tricky. Such tricky questions are the ones where people lose marks. So now case scenario, this is a new one. Last 2 years it has been asked. This is also from last year's 2023 AIPGT. So this is another one where case scenario has been asked, and you have been asked a integrated medicine. Here it is materia medica. So such case scenarios can even be asked in your medicine portion, practice of medicine portion also. Okay, so you need to be thorough in your clinical knowledge also to understand or to interpret a case and select remedy, or select diagnosis, or select the investigations required, and so on. Okay, so these are the kind of questions that have been asked and that are being asked in the AIBGT questions. Okay, year by year it is being more and more tricky to answer such questions. Now the mark distribution throughout the last 5 years, these have been the mark distribution. Allied subjects have been asked around 60 to 65% of question is from the allied subject. Homeopathic subjects is the rest. Last year especially 64 questions were asked from allied, and that surgery and practice of medicine being the being the top one, then patho and FMT being the lowest one. And homeopathy subjects, every year it is sure shot materia medica is going to be the top one, which have been asked in the questions. So in spite of having these classes, in spite of going through the MCQs, if you don't read your Allen's keynote and materia medica, that is Borik's materia medica, it will be difficult for you to answer materia medica questions. So you need to daily you have to read at least 2 or 3 drugs from Allen's keynote and Borik. Okay, Allen's keynote was the prime till 2 years back, but now Borik has also been used as a source material for the questions. So Borik and Allen's keynote is very much important, and we don't know, if possible read from Nash also. Okay, so the thing is, you have to attend these online classes. Okay, recordings are there, we are providing recordings, and these classes will be kept live. The recordings will be kept live till your exam day, but you have to attend these online classes. Otherwise, we have a tendency, human beings have a tendency to procrastinate. So what you have to do is, you have to attend these classes regularly, so then only you will be able to cover these topics faster. Otherwise, if you procrastinate, it will remain till the end, and it won't be good for you. Okay, and MCQs, I have been telling from last year also, I have been telling you people to solve the MCQs. For if you take your first year anatomy or physiology and start reading now, it will not be over by the end of these 6 months. You have to solve these MCQs. Then as you solve the MCQs, you will be able to understand the topic and the concept behind each and every MCQ. Just solving the MCQ is not enough, just reading the textbooks are not enough. You have to combine these two, and then only you will be able to cover these large, humongous 19 subject topics. Okay, then materia medica, I have already mentioned. Every day 3 or 4 drugs from Borik and Allen's keynote, you have to read it. Okay, and if it is in the last few months of preparation, don't bother changing books. Whatever guides you are reading, whatever textbooks or any material whichever you are reading, don't bother to change them. Now, yeah, you have time, but at the end of this thing, don't start with a new book. Stick to whatever book you have right now, and keep on adding topics to that, adding information from wherever you get it, just add it to that. Clarify doubts. Any doubt you have, clarify it. You can ask us, you can ask Google, which has all the answers, but you have to make sure, cross check whatever answers are there in all the MCQs, or whatever answers are given in any of the guides. Make sure to cross check. Okay, and making notes, I hope you all have been preparing from last 2-3 months, so make sure you have the notes, you have chits or something on your wall, stuck somewhere on your cupboard or somewhere, so that you, whenever you see the cupboard, you will see that chit, small note of whatever important topics or whatever important points you want to remember. Okay, for example, cranial nerves, or sensory distribution, or anything like that. Okay, or the foramen of the skull, you might have made notes in your first year, right? So similarly, it is important to make notes. Okay, if you are not requiring notes, good for you, but if you do, it is better. So that was a small orientation class for the people who are going to attend classes from next week onwards with us. So remember, these topics will be, the timetable will be followed, most of it to the point. There might be places where we will be busy with something else, because our faculty are taking up other jobs also. So maybe due to some personal issues, if we miss class also, we will be completing all of the topics whichever is there. And even if I have already mentioned, it is a 5 to 6 months class, but it might take little bit more also, not less anyways. Each class will be around 1 hour, maximum 1.5 hour, because our attention span is only 1 hour, right? So we'll be constricting the class till 1 hour or 1.5 hour maximum till the topic is over. Once the topic is over, you will get a time to ask questions or anything. You can put in the chat box whatever doubts you have, and we'll be clearing it up now and then. And as soon as this thing is over, if you want, if only if people demand, we will be conducting MCQ sessions if required. And whenever you have any, wherever you get any MCQs or any MCQ books, guides, websites, anything, keep on practicing MCQs. If you have doubts in that also, you can ask us. We'll be trying to clarify them. Talking about websites, we have our own website. You can just log into those website, this one, homepgtutor.com. In that also we have mock test and MCQ sections where you can take the MCQs, solve them, get accustomed to those formats. Then yeah, if you have any problem with the timings, you can just tell us. If most of the people are having any issue with the timings, we can modify it accordingly. Yeah, that's it regarding the introductory portion. If you have any doubts or anything, any questions, you can ask us now. The group which is made in the WhatsApp, you can ask through that also. Yeah, we had initially planned to keep the strength of the class till 30, but now it has been increased to around 40-45. So if anyone wants to join for the classes are starting from December 4th, so anyone is interested in joining, any of your classmates or anything, they can join now also. There's no issue. Yeah, class time will be 7 to 8:30. If you want, we can just make a little bit up and down. Schedule can be changed if required only. Not daily, every other day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. These are the usual class timings. Timetable has already been sent in the group and also to your personal IDs. If required, we can just put the timetable again. Yeah, the whole 19 subjects hopefully will complete it before in a span of 6 months. Say it is a humongous topics, right? We won't be able to go along with the timetable always, but we will be trying to our best extent to complete it within 6 months, because subject wise topics are being divided, right? Not subject wise, system wise topics are being divided. So hopefully one system in a week, along with materia medica and organon session and other allied subject session in between. So hopefully we will be able to complete in 6 months if our health allows. And because we are taking these topics in depth, because you have seen the previous year questions, right? It is not direct questions, so you need a in-depth concept knowledge to understand and answer those questions. So we will be little bit changing our usual methodology, and in-depth knowledge hopefully we'll be able to give you. So that might take some time, but before your exams anyways it is going to finish. That is one thing I'm telling you. Any more questions or doubts? Yeah, recording will be available in the, because whatever link we are sending, it is a YouTube private link. Once the live is over, it will be kept active. You just have to click on the link and you'll be able to view it, but only the person who's email has been sent to us, only they can view it. That is one thing. So please make sure your email ID, whichever you have given us, is correct one. So with that email ID, you can just log into your YouTube account and you can just see those recordings till the end of the exams. It will be kept available. Okay, whenever AIPG 2024 is going to happen, till then it is going to be kept active. After that only we will be taking down those videos or recordings. It will be kept live. And don't worry, because it is private live, only you people will be able to view it, not others. So that is one more thing I have to tell you, that don't share the link to others. Even if you share, they won't be able to see. That is another thing, because only people logged into your mail account will be able to watch those recordings. Anything else? Anyone wants any more clarifications? You are welcome. If any more people wants to join from your study group or anything, you can just send them the link, whichever you have, a Google form link. They can still join till December 4th. After that, there might be a price hike, or we might just close the link. Depends. Keep on practicing MCQs from wherever you are able to get MCQs, solve them. Doesn't matter from where. Okay, you might have other study material or materials for that matter. Solve them or study them or read them at least now. Okay, it's not late. You just have to commit to it. That's it. The link is put in the chat box. If anyone wants, you can forward them or anything if they want. Okay. I think there are no more questions. We'll wind up the session. So this from December 4th, 7 o'clock, we'll start with our actual classes. First session will be on forensic medicine and the rest will follow. The timetable will be more or less followed. If not, if anything happens, we'll be letting you know. Don't worry. And till then, do your work also. Don't entirely depend on these classes. Do your own studying also, like assignment type or anything which increases your knowledge. That's it. I think there are no more doubts or anything. I'll just wind up the session. Thank you for listening. Okay, if any more doubts, you can just ask in the group or message us directly. Thank you.